Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about new movies and wrestling. I might just drunk the team hating on me. Gene, DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vintage of Bossy. Gonna bring you the best legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Bow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, aka Chatty Bobby 1130.
And this guy right here is super duper happy to be here today because we have this guy in attendance here. My name is Tony, aka Friday the 14th. And I said super duper. I said that. I said it.
Chance is here too, Tony. Remember?
Yeah.
And
Chance is always
I'm
here.
equally excited to have Mr. Brandon E. back on the podcast. Let's give him a round of applause.
I cannot believe it. I cannot. I'm here. I'm just so happy to be here. Shout out to McDowell's.
He is here.
This is the craziest thing, guys. I had some McDowell's on the way over here. I had a McDowell's double fish fillet, no tartar. I had some.
Give me
they
that
got seasoned waffle fries now at McDowell's. Go down to your local McDowell's restaurant.
Get Samuel L. Jackson.
Waffle fries? Are they trying to compete with?
Seasoned waffle fries?
Are they trying to compete with Chick-fil-A on that
Well,
one?
if I'm being real, it's not a competition. Shout out to McDowell's.
Oh, interesting take right there.
That is a very hot.
That's
take.
that's one thing I do like. I'm not a Chick-fil-A junkie like a lot of people.
No.
But I do like their fries with some Chick-fil-A sauce.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A sauce. Their Polynesian sauce makes me want to slap kick everybody.
That is a
I
good one
love
too.
dearly.
That's a good one too.
But I also like their honey mustard. We're getting off track. Welcome back, Brandon E.
Anything left?
No, welcome back, Brandon E.
Welcome back.
It's
in
been-
my Mace voice.
Dude, I'm telling you now, and I brought the sunglasses for this episode because it's fixing to get heated in this.
It is
Oh,
going to
boy.
get hot.
All four of us have some bones to pick.
Oh, you
Look at
got-
there. Have some bones to pick with some of these movie and TV show characters.
Oh yes, we've
And-
been holding this one off just for this
gotta
occasion.
keep-
Jenny kickstarted it accidentally.
Accidentally, and that just sparked off a whole conversation of a list of people we have love to hate.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
some love hate in some of this.
And we're going TV and movie characters in this episode.
And we're just going to throw names out there and just start fucking going.
Yeah.
How y'all want to do it? Because
Yeah,
I ain't even got a
that's
list.
perfectly
I
fine.
got them in my head and I'm freestyling. with
Yeah,
y'all.
of
So
course.
let's go.
The number one on the list is, of course, we've already covered her. Is that cunt of a woman, Jenny? There it is already. There it is already. I mean, we've covered
Look.
Jenny full-heartedly.
Everybody covered Jenny. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, I'm sick and tired of all these comments that we still get on our videos because it keeps going viral.
Oh,
when we
dude, it
post
just keeps going.
And
Like,
people keep saying, "Oh, she was mistreated." I didn't discount her being
No,
mistreated.
no, if we're-
Forrest was made look like a fool his whole life.
yes.
And he jumped out the gym with it and said, "You know what? I ain't letting this define me. I'm not going to utilize it and weaponize that trauma on people that love me." Jenny was a whore. She's always going to be a whore, and there's nothing that'll change my mind.
Solid.
Fuck Jenny.
Solid. I mean,
Starting off right.
He put his army coat on her when she's booty ass naked, strumming on her little guitar.
if y'all want to call her number is 8675309.
Yeah, give her a call. She'll come from the grave,
Poor
literally.
Jenny.
Anyway,
Zombie Jenny.
zombie
Jenny.
Jenny. Everybody knows our feelings on
Team
Jenny.
Forrest.
Yep.
But
Next in line.
next in line, in my opinion, is this son of a bitch that is the laziest mother. I'm not a fan of the movie.
Oh, God,
But
I'm
this
waiting.
motherfucker is the laziest son of a bitch that
I hate
ever
him
was.
so- I know
It's
you're going-
Grandpa
yep.
Joe
Grandpa
from Willy
Joe.
Wonka in
He
the Chocolate
is
Factory.
is a whole.
Started. What you got to say about Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka?
You don't want me to. No, I'm gonna. No, you go.
Chance.
You go.
Willy Wonka, Grandpa Joe.
You don't want me to start on him.
Terrible individual.
I mean,
That's all. Because I know Brandon's about to lay into him, so I'm going to cut him a break.
the
I'm
one thing
not, there's
my
no
thing-
break cutting on me today.
The biggest gripe I have is that they're sharing a bed and he's foot to foot with the other grandpa here. It's like, no. Time out. But then Charlie wins this golden ticket and that son of a bitch can dance.
I
a
say
jig like-
exactly. All of a sudden, You get a fucking chocolate bar, and all of a sudden you got dance moves and you can move.
Ain't paid a goddamn bill in his life. Never paid a bill. Bill was. Their rent was 11 cents where they lived at, and he could come up with a couple of shillings to fucking toss in there.
Shilling.
He's playing footsie with Uncle Gabe or whoever the fuck.
Yeah, sharing a bed, foot to foot, foot to foot.
Fuck him, dude. And for the last place Charlie needed to be, zoom in on Charlie's teeth. He's got a little baby. I don't know what he's got iguana teeth in the back.
Well,
The last thing he needed was some chocolate.
well, that's the British are known for not having the best. I mean, look at Austin Powers.
I'm not gonna attack the entire country.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
I'm
I'll take it back,
speaking
I take it back.
specifically to Charlie.
Times have changed.
Why did nobody call out Grandpa Joe for his fucking fair weather fucking
Borderline pedophile.
that too?
I mean, Charlie's mom is slaving away.
Thank you.
A single mom. I mean, she's doing all the grandparents. All the grandparents.
They're just laying around.
just laying
And
around.
what was Joe's reasoning? Did he say what happened?
Who gives a shit what Joe's reason was?
Well-
he jumped up like nothing was wrong once Charlie got the golden
He got a
ticket.
case of I can't get off my lazy ass-itis.
That's it.
That's what
Grandpa Joe can
Chocolate
go
will do that to you.
I mean, that
Him
Wonka
and his
chocolate.
daggum mustache and everything else that happened with
Fuck Grandpa Joe.
I hate him. I hate him so
Okay.
much.
He should have went down there. Him and Augustus Gloop should have switched. Justice for Augustus, damn it. Bars, bitch.
Bars. Who's next?
Fuck Grandpa Joe, dude.
You're next.
Wonka bars on top of that.
Yeah.
You're next.
Rose from Titanic.
Gosh.
Yeah.
She
That's one that got
Yeah.
equal.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bro.
You fire on her,
She
dude.
look, Rose. Look, I know that you are an old lady, or you was. You're dead now, but you was an old lady.
This is the
and-
dead Rose, right?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
dead Rose. I'm talking to you. First, you're the reason that the Titanic even sank because you're too busy whoring around with Jack, kissing. The two guys that were supposed to be watching for icebergs are looking at you, whoring around, and then they strike the iceberg. Titanic sinks. Everybody dies except you.
How
You-
convenient.
Yeah.
And then you
terrible.
throw away the.
Then you have a piece of jewelry that could set your whole family up for life, and everybody that's been spending half their life looking for this thing, and you just plop it off into the water, and you could have
heart
gave
of
it to
the ocean.
someone. And
The heart of the ocean.
yep,
This is some really good
Just
points
could've-
you're making.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were steaming up that cab.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty steamy.
And-
Steamy McDreamy.
Fuck her for the sole fact as well. If there was room on that fucking plane.
Yeah, there was.
Door,
There
whatever
there
it
was.
100%.
Plenty of room.
There's
Make room, damn it.
there's been scientific experiments to prove that Jack could have got up there.
I brought this up to my wife and daughter. My daughter is probably one of the biggest Titanic fans there ever is, and everything. She diehard junkie of Titanic, and I brought Rose up, and she argued this with me. She said if Jack would have tried to get on the door, then it would have toppled over, they would have fell in. I said bullshit. I said bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rose is a cunt,
Yeah.
and
Thanks.
she just. And
You don't, and you try. You don't just not try. Did they try to get on there together?
No. Yeah, she
Exactly.
blew that little-
If you loved him so much, you would have tried.
Yeah,
Oh, I love him. Oh,
I'll never let go.
yeah.
Let go.
Proceeds to let go. Hang on. What's going on over there?
Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man just left the house across.
God.
But I'll throw another one off of Titanic too. Cal Hockley, her boyfriend from the movie too. He is a
yeah.
petty piece of shit too. Billy Zane.
He's
I think
the
that's
hero
what-
of me.
Billy's that. Well, the thing is, I've only seen Titanic the one
He
time.
survived.
Because it's so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it took me my entire 8th grade year to watch it. So
You were never in the 8th grade.
I wasn't. I was watching Titanic.
And look, you got this dude. He's gonna give Rose and her mom this wonderful life, all this money, and then Rose just goes and messes it all up
Wow,
for some
all of it.
homeless dude. I mean, come on.
Hey,
He's
and
an
then
artist.
she does all
Yeah.
that just to not be there for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not to save his life, and then throw away the heart of the ocean.
And
took his
all
last
she
name.
survived.
Yeah, and took his last name.
And then,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
at the end, she was married to this guy. After Jack, she gets out the Titanic, marries this guy, and then what happens? She spends her whole life with this guy, has children with this other guy, and then whenever she dies, she meets Jack, the dude that she spent one or two nights with. Like, come
She
on.
may be worse than she
Oh,
Because I mean, her. I mean, she had millions, or not millions, hundreds of people died because of her solely.
Yeah.
And then they're all clapping and looking at her and stuff whenever she's walking by. Like, I mean, what are we doing here?
Wow.
Fuck Rose.
You're
Fuck
on
Rose.
the list. You
Yep.
just made
You
the
just
list.
made the list. Next up, Brandon, what you got going?
I got a man, if you want to call him a man,
Oh.
that I hate more than anybody in this world. His first name is Uncle, and his last name is Frank.
Yep.
I want you to get the worst picture of him, too, and you post this when I say this. I'm going to start with the reason why he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, go
Give
ahead.
it to me. I've been waiting
First
on
and
this.
foremost, when he gets to their house, he doesn't even talk to his nephew Kevin. He calls him a jerk. Look what you did, you little jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying, hey, happy holidays, nephew. I love you. I'm glad to be in your home, wasting all of your goddamn water, singing, we know a guy that can really do the. Get out the fucking water.
You can't sing, Frank.
You're not helping pay the damn water bill.
And
You're paying
On
a
top
bill,
of
nothing.
that, when the pizza guy comes,
Mm-hmm.
you're already fucking freeloading in their house with fucking Pete and Pete.
Yep.
You're freeloading in their house, and when the pizza man comes, you just go, I'm not paying for that. And you
No.
just take the pizza.
But you was quick to eat it, wasn't you, Frank? You
Yeah.
was first in line.
won't even
Thank
tip.
you.
Won't even tip.
no
Won't even
tip,
offer to
And
tip.
no nothing.
And isn't he getting a free vacation?
A free vacation.
Free
just sitting
$3.99, Uncle Frank.
there. While Joe Pesci just sits there and sitting there looking at everything.
Scopes the
and feeling
whole
it.
house
If
out.
Rob the
Uncle
place.
Frank would have been a real uncle, first and foremost, he would have spoke to his fucking nephew, Kevin.
Yep.
He would have helped say, you know what,
Yeah.
brother, sister, whoever, I don't remember if it's the dad or the mom's brother, I will help go half on this pizza that fucking Skinny Pete from Pete and Pete, the fat one wasn't on the movie.
Yeah.
If the skinny one was eating it, I hate Uncle Frank.
Oh yeah.
I hate his
Oh,
guts.
you could throw the McAllister parents in there, right in there too, because they're pieces
Terrible.
of shit.
Terrible.
They're the worst parents in
Terrible.
movie history.
You didn't put a dime in on that 122.50
no
tab.
No, not
you.
even offered a tip. Not even say, hey, I'll tip the. I'll
Nero's
tip the
Pizza
man.
has been struggling throughout the pandemic because they
Thanks.
get people who stiff them on tips.
'Cause Uncle
Thank
Frank.
you, Uncle
Yeah.
fucking Frank.
Uncle
Get out of
Frank.
here,
Yep.
Frank.
Did Kevin even get a slice of his cheese pizza?
No. That's why. No.
Thank you.
And we're just talking Uncle Frank in the opening 10 minutes. We're not talking about Uncle Frank on the plane.
Oh,
Uncle Frank
Home
on
Alone
part
2, Uncle
Thank
Frank.
you. Thank you.
he's trying to take the stuff on the plane, like just put it in your
Never
purse, put it
said a
in your
nice
purse.
thing ever.
No, he's just a mooch.
Oh, just go to Paris for fucking free.
Yeah.
Stay in their mansion
probably-
for free, and you
And
can't
bitch
go in on
about
the
it.
pizza.
And you bitched about
Probably
I hate
mad
stuff.
that Kevin ruined the vacation.
I hate
That's probably
Uncle
what he
Frank.
said.
I hate him, and I hate him, and I hate his nephew Buzz too.
Yeah,
And then the
Buzz
fact
is right there
that
on the
he
list.
had
Worst
the
uncle,
nerve.
worst nephew.
it. Worst family of all time.
Buzz Wolf.
Whenever the horrible worst parents ever,
Yeah.
the McAllisters, whenever she realizes it on the plane, she talks about she left her son, she lost it. And Frank's way of trying to console her is making it about him and say, I forgot my reading glasses. You can't fucking read, Uncle Frank. You can't read a goddamn check to pick it up. Fuck Uncle Frank. I hate him.
I hate
Fuck
him
you,
so
Uncle
much.
Frank.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Boom.
Joe Pesci should have decapitated you in the
Thank
living room.
you. The wet bandit should have drowned you.
I wish Joe Pesci from Goodfellas would have been involved.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci moment, 'cause he was incompetent in Home Alone. Very good one, Brandon. Uncle Frank.
Thank you.
Very, very good one. Oh, you want to throw one out here?
No, y'all just keep going ahead. I mean, I got plenty.
One of your from what your one of your favorite movies of all time, Ginger from Casino, is just a despicable. She's right there on it too. She's got to be up there at the top of the list.
She is a piece of shit in the umpteenth degree.
Yeah, I mean she.
But this is why she's not as high on my list. Robert De Niro knew.
Yeah,
She made it out. She laid it out there in the open. Hey, this is like a transaction to me.
Yeah,
And he tried to change her.
and
She's the biggest piece of shit ever.
she's for the streets, bro.
She's
Ginger's
definitely for the streets like a Maxima, for sure.
Shout out one.
Yeah, streets for the. But she's definitely a piece of shit. But like him keeping on trying to feel
Yeah.
like he can change. She used him and spent all his money and was fucking with James Woods of all characters.
Yeah,
she's a worthless piece of shit.
His little leather coat with tassels coming off of it and everything. Yeah, Ginger's bad, but Sharon,
She was a working girl and she let it.
was a
and
working girl.
He basically said, "Well." She said, I don't love you like that. He says, well, maybe you can grow to love. So he forced it, but like he made it happen
It
and he
just
knew what he
couldn't
got
happen.
involved
It
with.
just couldn't- it
and
just
he didn't
didn't
change
seem-
her. That's
yeah.
the only reason I don't put her as high, but she's a piece of shit. Though.
yeah, okay. Well, that one, she did get brought up a lot too
She
in
did.
the comments.
I'll tell you another one that gets brought up. I'll say this one.
Go
Skylar from Breaking Bad.
I wholeheartedly agree with that one. Dude,
Piece of shit she was.
I'll Walter. Well, up until the last 2 seasons, Walter was just trying to get his family set up for his ultimate downfall and all that stuff. And then, boy, but Skylar, she's one of them. I gotta go back and watch that again. I haven't watched Breaking Bad in a while, but
Have you ever seen
Skylar.
it?
Have I seen? No.
Breaking
So
Bad?
you haven't seen-
It's
She's just
such a good show.
such an unlikable character from the very get go.
She is, but I'll be honest with you though. The last 2 seasons, I couldn't stand Walt
Oh no, and that's
because he becomes Tony Montana.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's the great writing of that show. You go from cheering on Walter at the beginning, and then absolutely despising him by the end of the
That's when you know it's
of
the
the show.
character work done
No,
right there.
for sure.
Yeah.
But fuck Skylar for sure.
But I'll throw one right off of him. I don't know if any of y'all's ever seen Better Call Saul, the lead into Breaking Bad, but Chuck, Saul's brother, is my motto through the first when Chuck was on, every time he came on the screen, fuck Chuck. He was just fuck
I
Chuck.
don't even know Chuck, but if,
Yeah, fuck
if
him.
you're
If
honest,
Tony
no,
says
Yeah.
fuck Chuck,
Anytime he came on screen, my first response was fuck Chuck.
$2 fuck Chuck.
He had a disease where he couldn't go outside.
Oh, she's hanging out with the granddad again.
Okay,
off
He's
of
like a
Willy Wonka?
vampire. Yeah. His highfalutin lawyer, fuck Chuck.
I bet there's something out
Jordan
there he
knows what I'm
wanted,
talking
he'd go out
about.
there.
Fuckchuck.com.
Yeah, the chocolate, if the golden chocolate ball was out there.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You throw one out there.
Maury from Goodfellas. That dude was so annoying.
The wig man.
Yeah. He wanted his money and he just kept on asking and asking, and then he finally got what he deserved. Whacked. He didn't deserve any money. He didn't deserve anything. All he was a shyster and just I mean, he wasn't a bad person, but he just wouldn't shut up.
just
And they
an
were
annoying
telling him
salesman.
like,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
telling him like, hey, chill
Wait
out,
it out.
chill out, chill
We'll
out.
get you
And
We
he
don't
just
wanna
wouldn't-
kill you.
Yeah.
But we will
But he
kill
wouldn't
you.
listen. So
He got what he deserved.
He got what he got.
I agree with that one.
And I was so happy.
Yeah, fuck. Maury's despisable.
I got a Mount Rushmore of people I hate. Uncle Frank's on that Mount Rushmore. And this other piece of shit that's on this Mount Rushmore. He could take up 2 spots on my Mount Rushmore for people
Uh-oh.
I hate. The son of a bitch name is Nick Hogan.
Okay.
Tell me what Nick Hogan's known for.
Tell me.
Fucking nothing. He does
Who are we
nothing.
talking? Is that Hulk Hogan's son?
Terry's
Hogan
son.
knows
Terry's
best.
son Nick.
Star of Hogan's
Star
Knows
of
Best.
Hogan's Knows Best. What does he do on Hogan's Knows Best? Fucking
Nothing.
nothing.
A freeloader.
I don't even remember the show,
All he does is get in wrecks and hurt people.
Hey, didn't he kill somebody?
He's like a male
He-
Kardashian.
He's worse. He's worse
He's a-
because at least they're
he's a-
good looking.
Yep.
Look at him. And what I want y'all to do: go to Hulk Hogan's beach Instagram page, and every Monday Nick is just sitting there with Hulk Hogan. They're like, "What are you gonna do? It's Monday night." He just sitting there trying to be Hulk Hogan,
God.
wear his shirts, bald headed, does nothing.
He's bald already- he's bald-headed already?
He's been bald for 5 years.
Damn.
His sister, talented, can sing.
And she disowned.
I disowned him too. Like I hate Nick Hogan more than I hate Hulk Hogan.
So
Because
Brooke
Lisa-
disowned Hulk?
Yeah,
She doesn't
and
claim
her
the
mom.
family. She doesn't claim the family. But all he does is sit in the background on all the Instagram pictures and videos and just go whatever Hulk says. He's just back there like doing like this and stuff. He's never done nothing. Then he's all of a sudden trying to be a DJ. The songs suck, and I love dance music. The songs suck. He's had like 8 DUIs.
Yep.
This dude is a walking piece of living shit.
Yeah.
Like you are the least most talented people. Like at least Grandpa Joe was known for something. Literally. Nick
Being a
Hogan,
bum.
no one knows.
They're both
It's all-
bums.
He's known for being. I almost put Nick Foley's daughter on there, Noelle, but I just she's important. She does not. She just literally on her Instagram post. All she's done, she's on vacation.
Yep.
Every page. But she's literally known for Nick Foley's
it.
daughter.
That's
and
it.
Hulk Hogan's son. Can you? AI does more than y'all. Like do something. I hate him. Fuck you, Nick Hogan. I'll fight you with bad names.
That Hulk Hogan.
Like Hulk
Hogan.
Hogan at least made money.
Oh, yeah,
He
Hulk
never
Hogan.
done anything.
No, he's just
I heard
a
he
piece of-
taught Vince McMahon how to make money. That's the claim.
Benjamin Shelton.
Yeah.
But literally, he's never done nothing though.
No.
Nick's never done nothing. Wreck cars.
Yeah.
Wreck people's lives.
Hurt people.
Yeah, literally. So you can kiss my ass, dude.
Yeah.
At least Brooke Hogan done music.
Yeah, 'cause she could actually sing, and she, at least, but he's never done anything.
Nothing.
No.
I agree with that one. That's a
Except
good
cause
Thank
problems, DUIs.
Thank you. You and Noelle Foley can go off into irrelevant hell. So
I'll throw one that I know you're a fan of, Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
I literally, my whole childhood, even to early adulthood, we used to call, if some of our friends were Biffs, as if they took something or if they borrowed something. Dude, just Biff Tannen my fucking Madden 64 game. We did our whole. I hate Biff Tannen so bad, dude. He thought he was so hard.
Oh,
'cause he was picking on Marty McFly and the dad and the son. When you go back, whatever time frame you're in, he was a straight bitch when anybody ever stepped to him.
Oh, yeah.
He got knocked the fuck out, and he mooched from when he was a fucking kid all the way when he was a grandpa when he stole the DeLorean and fucked everything off in part 2. Fuck Biff Tannen.
With
dude.
that faint little two-piece comb over that you had going on.
And then in real life, what's he doing?
No.
Washing Marty's fucking car like a good little bitch. That's what he's doing in real
He
life.
washes cars. That's more than Nick Hogan's ever done.
Fuck Biff Tannen, dude. Biff Tannen was a bitch.
He was. And every... which...
Think McFly. You're knocking on his head like you're some fucking Billy Badass.
He straight up
cuffed
got
your pants.
He got
And
it
your
straight
shirt.
up. He deserved that whole manure cart that he got in the
Oh,
first
he
one.
did. That's the least. That's the smallest thing he deserved. I mean, he deserved way more than that.
Picking on Marty like that.
Poor Marty.
Yeah, I know. Poor guy.
Throw us one.
Bella from Twilight.
Oh, Jesus. She's horrible.
Just even the actress Kristen Stewart or whatever her name is.
Kirsten. Whatever.
Terrible actress in anything I've ever seen her in, but especially this. But the character Bella from Twilight just
grinder.
awful.
Just
I can
grinder.
happily say I have never seen any of the Twilight.
I have.
Well, my
And
wife loves them, and I have to watch all of them
I don't
multiple
I haven't
times,
seen them all.
over and over and over.
A couple years ago.
I've seen them.
I
seen-
know who Billy is. I know who.
You've seen enough.
Yeah, 'cause after that, every dog that was created out, every girl dog I've ever. What's your dog name? It's so cute. Bella.
Bella.
Original.
Yeah. I mean,
Original.
that's fitting. It's very fitting. Female dog named Bella, very fitting.
It is though. It's like it's the Chris of dog names.
Yep.
What's your name, Chris? What's your name, Bella? Original.
Well, I did. What was the vampires? They were like sparkly vampires in those movies and stuff.
Yeah.
They have glitter.
Yeah.
Very
And then it's like one of those classic things. She just can't make up her mind. Like she's sitting here playing this side, she's playing that side, and then
How many movies are in that franchise?
too
Aren't they
many.
doing a new one?
What?
I feel like I've
Probably.
seen something about that.
Probably.
Cash grab.
I'll be having to watch it
I'm gonna tell you
multiple
Hey,
times.
shout out Robert Pattinson for going from being in Twilight to being the Batman and playing
True,
a
true
badass
that, true
Batman
that.
at that. So
Twilight made some money though.
Yo, you can't deny it. It's like what's that? 50 Shades of Grey. Those.
Yeah.
I did have to sit. I had to see the first one of those movies.
I watched those with Mel.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not going to elaborate on these people I hate so much. I just want y'all to put pictures of them on here to josh people's memories when they see them.
Slow 'em.
But the bullies off Three Ninjas.
Oh yes.
The little punk ass fat kid that wound up was Doughboy, I think, and
Hey, little horsey,
Yeah.
how about some hay? Laugh. He has to tell his friends to
thank
laugh.
you, laugh. And then the other one looks like John Cena before he was.
does.
Oh, is that the one in the basketball game?
court?
Yeah.
The basketball
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
When Colt and Rocky beat them, they like throw the
Yes.
shots over their head and it goes in.
Yeah.
Doesn't one of them dunk in that
yeah,
basketball
they dunk-
scene?
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They jump
they're
in.
like
And
10
and
years
all
old.
and all his Instagram posts 40 years later, it's still he's just post pictures
Of
from
Three Ninjas.
That's your
Who
claim.
the bullies?
The white dude, the John Cena dude, not Doughboy. 'Cause he was a little Doughboy. What's the name?
I thought you was talking about the dudes that was trying to kidnap. They
The
were
Robert-
fucking hilarious.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Yeah, you can't- yeah.
They were like Wet Bandit level bad.
Yeah, oh that. Yeah.
But the bullies from the basketball game and Three Ninjas are 100% two of the worst ever, for sure.
I hate.
Oh yeah. yeah.
Here's one I'll give you.
Give it.
Eric from fucking Billy Madison. Eric, he is a bad man. Billy Madison was not lying. Eric was a piece of shit. He's a piece of fucking human excrement. And all he was trying to do was steal fucking Billy Madison's Pop's company out from under him. He was a fucking shyster. He was a fucking slacker. He was a fucking flunky. And he was a fucking bitch in Revenge of the Nerds Part 2.
Sure was.
Fuck you. Eric's a bitch. How'd it work out for you, Eric? Billy Madison won.
How do you follow that one?
Fuck Eric.
He's how you follow.
How do you follow that one? I'll go Livia Soprano from The Sopranos on that one.
Oh,
And-
is that so? Me and Mel's never seen it.
Oh, really?
Once we, I know this sounds crazy. We're halfway through Grey's Anatomy. We're on season 12 of 24.
I say you got ways to go.
You got a ways to
Once
go.
we got one, she's gonna watch Sopranos. I've only watched it through once all the way, but yeah, that's his mom, right?
Yeah, Livia's his mom, and I threw Richie Aprio in there too. He was always going against Tony, and then what's his sister? I forget what his sister's name is. She ends up killing him, and they dump him. But Livia is just a. She's
Tony's
special.
mom, and I'm not trying to disrespect the elderly.
Yeah, I mean,
She was a.
We're not trying to disrespect
I mean-
the elderly. Shout out Grandma Joe.
Oh yeah, and the dead rose. Yeah. Fuck. What's her name? Ida Soprano. What is it?
Livia.
Lydia Soprano. Fuck you.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I
James
mean,
Gandolfini.
she tried to kill her. She tried having a hit taken out of her on her own son. I mean, Livia, and she's just despisable. I hated her. Her whole screen time
Speaking of
on
somebody
the show.
taking a hit out on their own family member, and this motherfucker right here is rotten piece of shit. Scar off Lion
Oh
King.
yeah, he's on my list. Fuck
Okay.
Scar.
He done got his ass
That's
whooped multiple
another.
times.
He's like Uncle Frank.
He got his ass, but Uncle Frank should have got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Scar's had his ass handed to him a few times.
Yeah, but he tried killing his own nephew.
I know. Nephew whooped that ass too. You got your ass whooped by Jonathan Taylor. He never grew another inch for Home Improvement,
No.
and he still whooped Scar's ass.
He whooped Scar's
Must be
ass.
so tough, Scar.
And then he tried to, and Whoopi Goldberg is one of the laughing hyenas. They whooped your ass too.
That's right. She is one
You
of the
got your
hyenas.
ass whooped by Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Whoopi Goldberg. You are horrible.
And Timon and Pumbaa. Who did you? Dude, Lion King's one of the greatest movies ever
Dude,
made.
the live animated Mufasa movie was really good.
I haven't watched that.
It was actually really good.
But yeah, Scar, he got
His
what he
ass whooped in
deserved.
that movie too.
Yeah.
Very good one. I'll throw one more. I'm not going to rant on I'm not going to rant on Joey Gladstone because we ranted on him.
Oh yeah, we can't. Yeah,
I hate him. He's my most hated character in any show.
He's a mooch.
But I'm going to say this: any character Kirk Cameron played in any show or movie ever.
We've barely
have.
talked. We
We
barely
have.
breached your hate for
And
Kirk
it
Cameron.
has nothing to do with his beliefs, or it's him as a human being. I hated him. That's the whole reason I hated Growing Pains. I love that show. I loved everybody, but him, I hate him so bad. I hated him in that. I hated him in this movie, Like Father, Like Son.
Yep.
He was the worst ever, dude. He was the worst character ever. Sean Astin's in that.
Yeah.
Dude,
I think we covered that.
we did.
Yeah,
in
in the first
episodes,
couple.
and I hated
Hatred
him.
always
we
needs
got a
to
little.
be
We
brought
got a little.
back
We
up.
got a little hate for that one too, for his going off on Kirk Cameron.
Well, because they were like, well, he's a very. It has nothing.
it has nothing. It has
Doesn't
nothing to do
mean-
with his beliefs.
Yeah.
He
He's
can't
just-
act.
Yeah, he's just a piece. He's just a weird motherfucker.
Poor Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron sucks. He can't act. His wife. His sister is way better of an actress.
I love Candace now.
Yeah. Kirk Cameron sucks.
I learned that through this.
Protect Candace
through this
Cameron,
show.
protect Topanga at all costs for me.
Exactly.
Thank y'all.
I'll throw a random one out here. Ross fucking Geller. From
Yes.
Friends.
Ross.
Ooh, Ross
Terrible.
was a straight bitch. dude.
And how did he pull fucking Rachel? What
He's
is
a
Rachel?
weirdo.
Well, Rachel has issues. I mean,
Yeah.
you watch the show,
Yeah.
She had issues.
This is true, but Ross.
I thought I was
Ross
alone
was
on that.
such
I
a
never
little
liked
whiny,
Ross.
complaining bitch. bro.
That's
was
all
a-
he did.
that's
It's
all-
just complaining. He was one of those guys that was too smart for his own fucking good.
Chandler was always funny as fuck, great, like super funny dude. And like
Yeah.
always, most of the time in good spirits. Joey was fucking great. 'cause
Yeah,
he was
Joey's just
Joey.
a- yeah,
And
Joey's
then you have
just-
Ross, who's just this little
Whiny bitch.
whiny little complaining ass bitch that's always he's always got like sad face. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Ross.
Yeah, and then ends up getting Rachel. Ends up getting Rachel.
This is refreshing to hear because I always hated Ross.
Ross,
I thought I
fuck
was
Ross.
alone.
No.
Pivot.
He
Fuck.
thought he was so cool.
He'd draw
because
a fucking
was-
map.
He worked with dinosaur bones or whatever the fuck he did. Nobody gives a fuck about that, Ross.
I just thought Ross was on the same category as ranch dressing, white privilege.
He got what he.
I just thought those are. You don't talk about friends. You don't talk about ranch dressing. Like that's just like white excellence, right there.
This motherfucker got what he deserved with his first wife turning lesbian on him.
What is that?
That tells you
What's that
all
tell
you
you?
What
need
does
to
that
know.
tell you about Ross?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Jennifer Aniston, was like, oh yeah, like she kept whatever.
Yeah, it's the most mind
Ross
complexing thing
sucks.
ever.
Everybody knows
hate
Ross sucks. Nobody
that's a
said,
hot take.
who's your favorite character from Friends? It's never Ross.
Yeah, nobody ever mentions Ross
That
being
is
the
true.
What's next?
Debbie Gallagher from Shameless.
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen.
Have y'all? Any of y'all seen? Yeah.
I've seen a couple.
But if you're gonna
seasons
say Debbie, you have to put Frank in there too, because Frank is what.
William H Macy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you expect it out of Frank. You don't expect it out of her.
Is that the daughter?
Well,
Yeah.
she's
never
a
seen
female version of Frank.
Yep.
a
She's
few
that's what-
seasons. It started getting a little weird, and then I just lost interest because they changed a bunch of the.
Yeah.
Characters
Debbie
around.
Debbie is a female version of Frank. She is Frank made over as a female.
And like she saw how Frank was, and she saw all that. She should have chose a better path, but she didn't. And even like with her sister, like her older sister Fiona,
yeah.
she had some issues, but at least she was responsible. Her and Lip tried to help out the family. Even the younger
Yeah.
brother, they all tried to help out.
Debbie-
was just out there.
Welding.
Yep. Welding and
expecting other people
and
to watch
pushing
her
that
kid.
baby around everywhere. Just pushing it around everywhere. taking it
Expecting
wherever-
everybody else to watch
Yep.
her baby.
Mhm.
You know, yeah. Debbie and Frank were on my list.
Wayne
Yep.
Arnold's on my list too.
Mm.
He's a terrible brother to Kevin.
Yep.
Oh, Wayne, yeah.
Wayne Arnold, you suck, dude.
Look, tell you how bad you suck. Kirk Cameron's here. Fred Savage is here. And I'm taking up for Fred Savage. On this show. I hate Fred Savage.
Poor Fred Savage. I love Fred
He
Savage.
was a bitch in The Wizard. He was a horrible brother to his
He was pretty
who was
bad.
younger
That's a
brother, who
good
was-
point.
who
That's
was
a
just-
good point. That's a good point.
who loved the
right
shit
there.
out and he just had problems talking to people.
That is
and he
that is
treated
a
him like
good
shit.
point.
'Cause
Yeah,
he was
he
trying to
just
be
had-
cool in front of that one little girl.
Jenny Lewis,
Yeah.
probably know who she is, but she's a
Yes.
indie singer. She was
Yeah.
a girl in that. Yeah.
Yep. And then he was a bitch and vice versa, which is the same exact movie as Like Father, Like Son.
Yeah.
He was a little complaining ass, ungrateful fuck in that. But yeah,
I never really thought about it until you just said that.
Fred Savage sucks.
Yeah, I've never
Little
been a fan.
Monsters, piece of shit in Little Monsters. too.
I never realized that he is kind of.
And he was the Moley
little
Man
turd
in
monkey.
Austin Powers Part
Yeah,
2.
Moley-
Moley,
He was a
Moley,
piece of
Moley.
shit in Little Monsters to his little brother in the movie, which is his little brother in real life, Ben Savage. Fuck Fred Savage.
I forgot that.
I'll do
Quarterback
handicap
is his
match.
little brother.
Chad Arms versus Fred Savage and Kirk Cameron. I'm gonna have to knock him out quick because I'm gonna get winded.
I got a horror one here for you. I don't. Me and you may be the only ones that's seen this one. But that fucking whiny ass kid from the Babadook. Oh,
You ever seen that
God.
movie?
Have you seen the Babadook?
I've seen it, yeah.
Oh, you
It's
like
a
that kid?
psychological thriller, basically.
Dude, that kid is just like it. Just I've never wanted to punch a kid so hard in my life through a TV, mind you. It was in a movie. I was really thinking I would, if I was your parent, I would beat the shit out of you right now.
I just figured out my most hated character ever. Go ahead, Chance.
Okay.
I got some stuff I need to figure out.
He's got to cook it. He's
One-
got to cook this one
Let
up.
it cook. Let it bake, my man. Let it bake.
Whenever we were talking about freeloaders
Oh
and
boy.
and all that,
Talked about a few of them.
yeah, this person came to mind. Cole from the TV show Martin.
Yes.
Cole!
He was
Cole
like
Brown.
the biggest
job.
freeloader ever.
Cole
The
Brown is
biggest
his whole name,
freeloader
by the
ever.
way.
Oh,
original.
my
Cole
God.
Cole Brown. Lived off your mama,
Never-
mooched
yep.
off your mama.
Shout out to Big Shirley.
Yeah.
Big Shirley, yeah.
Big Shirley held it down for him.
Always getting on Martin's nerves, and they couldn't
Yep.
count on you for nothing.
Yep.
He was
What
also
a pool.
cockroach in the Cosby Show.
He was cockroach.
What a pool.
Yeah.
Very good, Chance.
I
like
got
that
a
one.
bacon haircut, leather jacket piece of shit from Bluffton. His name is Roger Klotz. I hate
Yeah.
that motherfucker.
There you go.
Fuck Roger
What
Klotz.
does bacon hairdo?
Doug was so much cooler, bro.
All I'm gonna say is between that bacon haircut, that fake Fonz jacket from Happy Days, and then your favorite singers being the Beats, you can kiss my ass. Killer Tofu on that motherfucker.
Wearing black cowboy
Roger
boots with
Klotz,
blue
dude.
jeans.
Fuck him. In the shirt, in the jacket, like came
Yeah,
up.
I mean, he was trying to replicate the.
Meet me at the Honky Burger.
I mean, his hair legit looked like a
It looked
fried
like
piece
somebody
of bacon.
put bacon on top of it and glued it on his head. Fuck you, dude. If I come, I'm gonna come to Bluffton and find you, dude. I mean, we're gonna have some problems. I want all the smoke, Roger Klotz.
Roger Klotz.
All right, Roger Klotz versus Brandon
Gonna
Lee,
put a
WrestleMania
new-
48.
A new
I'm
meaning
with
to the word the beats.
I'm with it, dude.
I need more allowance, Grandpa Joe.
Grant, that's like squeezing blood out of a turnip. Uncle Joe ain't paid a fucking bill since he's fucking prohibitionary. Fuck Grandpa Joe.
Oh god.
Rent was 11 cents. You couldn't contribute.
I got a late one here from the late episodes of The Office. Gabe. I fucking hated fucking Gabe.
He was a bitch, man.
Poor guy.
He was a little snooty, fucking sneaky, little shrimpy fuck. I couldn't stand him.
Oh god, those last couple seasons are rough, but I mean, just
As soon as Michael left.
yeah.
I'm gonna let Chad cook after this last one because I want him to get his shit off. But my last fuck you is Jeff because you broke up Kelly and Zach. I'm saying about it.
Oh,
She was underage.
Yeah.
And you hired her to work at the Max and you broke them up. You son of a
Jeff was
bitch.
a pedophile.
Yeah.
He was.
he was. That is a straight. Who played Jeff? Who?
His name is first name piece of, last name shit.
I was going to say
You know
Scott
shit.
Baio, but it wasn't Scott Baio.
Oh, not Chachi.
It's definitely not Scott Baio.
But yes, that is a great.
Jeff said
Dude, one of the most heartbreaking
Thank you.
scenes in
Thank
TV history is at the prom.
Forever.
And the
Y'all,
prom's
Nick
going on.
Nunio, you said you believe it. You expected me to believe that was AC Slater, you dodging motherfuckers.
I mean, they're dressed up as Romeo and Juliet. They're dressed up as Romeo and Juliet outside the prom. AC
I'm
and
gonna
Jesse
be
Spano.
honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Jesse Spano's up there with me. I hated Jesse Spano.
I was never a fan
Dude,
of
the
Jesse.
episode,
entirety of
on
the
the
show.
episode where they went to Palm Springs for her dad's wedding, and she just kept trashing the girl he was going to marry.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and she always,
She always had something to say.
always.
And she thought strung out on caffeine pills. I mean, come on, caffeine pills. We got kids drinking Monster Energy drinks at the
I
age
didn't
of
like
6.
Screech either, but I mean,
Dustin Diamond was a special kind of person.
yeah. Well, so
But no, yeah, that was a
Thank you,
that prom.
thank you. That's my favorite show. By
I got-
the way.
It's
my
a great
all-time
one.
I got one more before you unload.
I got one more too.
And this this person is a freeloader as well.
Oh, boy.
And they almost ruined a masterpiece of a movie called No Holds Barred. And that's this guy right here, Mean Gene Okerlund,
No.
showing his face. Just because Vince McMahon is his buddy, he puts him in that masterpiece of a movie.
Poor
and
Mean
then,
Gene.
You know, I mean,
talk about Mean Gene. You got a few bones to pick with Mean Gene. What's
look,
the
we
other
even
one?
he's multiplying over here. We ain't got a new one over here. Like I don't know if there's any other movie that this dude has ever been in except for the one that his friend put him in, and his face almost ruined that masterpiece.
And he held secrets from us.
Well, tell him about the hotline, Chance. Your beef with the Mean Gene hotline.
So Mean Gene, Mean Gene is supposed to be the 1-900 hotline guy, supposed to have all the scoops, but he didn't have the scoop on who the third man was with the NWO. I called the hotline 1-900-9900 or whatever.
1-900-909-9900.
But yeah, I called the hotline and no scoop.
He didn't tell you it was Mabel?
No, it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be.
Him and Mo were on a mission.
And he didn't tell me it was Izzy Martinez either.
There was somebody from those bar that I almost unloaded on, but it wasn't his role in the host bar. It was his role in Friday, punk ass Debo.
Oh,
yeah,
I love Debo.
What
though.
you got on my 40?
Brandon's never liked Debo.
Yeah.
You got your
he's
ass
so
whooped by Craig. You thought you were hard because you beat up on Felicia when y'all were asleep. For one, you beating up on women. Two, and then you knocked that dude out when he wasn't even looking. Think about
Stole
it.
his
He
chain.
sucker punched him. He could have whooped his ass anyway because he's a beast. But he literally sucker punched him.
Just about red.
Yeah. Also, I never realized it because I watched it the other day. The dude that was sitting down there on the bike with him when Red pulled up would have whooped his ass. It was Michael Clark Duncan. Go back and look at. I never noticed that.
wow.
Really?
Go back when they're down by. They're just
Yeah.
dealing with the bike, and he comes up. It's Michael Clark Duncan sitting beside him. Try that shit with him. See what
Yeah,
happens.
see what happens.
You didn't want to
Try
bark
that
up
in a
tree,
small
bro.
The
town.
only reason Craig The only reason Craig got him is because Hulk Hogan softened him up.
Yeah, that's right. Brutus's boy.
Yeah.
Uncle Bruti. Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck him too. I hate Brutus.
Since you I got one more. Since you talked about Michael Clark Duncan,
Love him.
I had to go with Percy Wetmore from The Green Mile.
Oh.
That son of a bitch deserved.
Yes, sir.
He was the
His name's
old.
Percy.
Yeah, he killed the mouse. And then he tortured the dude that got he didn't wet down his head before he went to the electric chair.
These are true facts you speak.
But Percy, dude, Percy is the ultimate piece of shit in a movie. And it just had that look about him.
I watched that movie one time,
so long.
and I cried so hard. I vowed to never. I can never watch that movie.
Yeah,
That movie is the saddest movie I've ever watched.
It's up there. With like master. It's the way it's made.
I couldn't believe how much I was crying in a
Yeah.
movie.
It's
powerful.
Makes you want to cry.
It was
It's a powerful
awful.
movie.
I felt so bad
sure.
for Michael Clark Duncan.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that just shows how good of an actor that dude
It was
was.
a one and done. As good of a movie as it was, I can't ever watch it.
Terrence, was you not an extra in that movie? You live right around the corner from where they filmed it.
Mm-hmm. I should have been. I was in Gomo. No.
All right, have you got this one cooked up for us?
Yeah. No better way to end the episode of Most Hated Characters than to speak about a character that is the worst character of all time from the movie Over the Top, Michael motherfucking Cutler. That ungrateful, crybaby ass. I want to say so many other words that I can't say on the internet. You're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking bitch, dude.
He was.
All you did was cry.
was.
You're cry. Oh, I'm spoiled. Robert Loggia gives me everything. He's my granddad. I'm fucking spoiled. Here comes Link. Oh, I owe him. Even though my dying mother's wishes was for me to get along with my dad. We're not saying that fucking Lincoln Hawk was perfect, but you didn't give him a shot. And
True.
When you faced adversity, who got you through that? You little fucking.
Yes.
True. True.
And had the biggest steering wheel ever in a truck ever imaginable. That motherfucker still was driving a boat.
Even when he redeemed himself,
I mean, they're doing forearm workouts in the truck, going down the interstate. This dude, Lincoln Hawk, is teaching him values of life, and this little whiny little shit with his little bold black haircut. Wearing his white.
It's like a whole thing, like on the internet about that, about talking about how big of a piece of shit Michael
Research
Cutler
this,
was.
'cause what y'all are saying is true.
I mean, he drove a convertible Toyota truck. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yes.
Even when he like,
It is all white denim suit that he had on. Fuck
he
him. Fuck my. And still, who's there? Who's there when he needed him the most? Lincoln Hawk was there. And what
was
Lincoln
there.
Hawk do?
Lincoln
He
was
won
there.
that
Lincoln.
motherfucker with a torn tricep.
True.
he arm wrestled men that drank motor oil,
Yeah.
and I mean that just tells you all you need to know. Google search Bull Hurley real quick.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Bull Hurley
Yeah.
is the most.
There is no second. Second sucks.
Most
That's what
intimidating
Bull Hurley's
man ever.
dying quote was.
Yeah.
Fuck Michael Cutler.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, headbutted him right in the. And Lincoln Hawk took it like a freaking champ and just
He sure did.
strap it in. Let's
Yeah,
go.
he did.
It didn't even phase him. But you have this fucking pansy ass as a kid. How is he the fruit of your loins? Because it just don't make sense. Because it don't.
And Mr. T, you were spared this episode because I will ran on you many more times in my life.
Yep.
So
We'll do a
it does
whole
not get a
episode.
shout out. Resend that shout out.
I retract my
Take it back.
listen to you, bro.
But what an episode to have Brandon back on.
I'm
with.
glad to
Yeah.
be back. Yeah, it's been a road.
You've been missed, man.
Thank
I
you.
know people in the comments have been
Thank you.
asking about you and everything like that.
Thank you.
It's great to have you back here in the
Glad to be back,
studio and
fellas.
the personality. Can't wait to get the Fab Five together. Say that 5 times fast. That's a lot of F's.
Jalen Rose is not here. I mean, BJ's not here today.
Hey,
Miss
busiest
you and love
DJ
you. Yes.
in Middle Tennessee.
You got that right.
But yeah, episode 113. Well, I appreciate the sponsors, Revolution One Media, the gaggle of wrestlers, Trouble Spirits. Appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. We're keep rolling with the subscribers. I think we're over almost 1,015 now. We've hit a little peak since we hit that. Not peak. We're climbing again since we hit that 1,000 mark. So appreciate y'all. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all got anything? Brandon?
Chad, bow it.
We out this
Whatever.
motherfucker.